Hey guys, how you doing? We are with science or health, really. It's kind of health because we are last week. Can you believe it? We're going to be talking about our stomach, the digestive system. The digestive system is where they take all the food and it goes in your stomach and your small intestine, your large intestine, and all that good stuff. But first today, let's talk about good foods, okay? And what our body needs. To have our body move, we need food. And food is like our fuel, just like a car needs gas. Well, we need food and we need good food. Okay. And that helps our body to move and to be healthy. All right. So could you please have your books out, pretty please. And let's look at the kinds of food, okay, that we should be eating. All right. It says all living things need food. You need food, and some foods you eat come from plants, okay, which is good. The part you eat grows in the soil. The part you eat grows out of the soil, and the part you eat grows in a nutshell. All the different parts. Okay, so here you've got carrots that grow in the soil, grapes that grow out, okay, and apples and peaches, they all grow on trees. And potatoes grow in the soil. Beets grow in the soil. Like I said, the carrots. Some foods you eat come from animals, such as tuna, comes from fish. Eggs and, chicken come from chicken. And your hamburgers and steaks come from cows. Pretty cool. Milk comes from animals that have eaten plants. Okay. So cows eat plants. They don't eat meat. They eat grains and alfalfa and things like that. And those are plants. So, can you turn the page, pretty please? Some foods are mixed and baked. It says, where do the things that make banana nuts come from? Banana nut muffins come from? Well, look at all the different food groups that the banana nut muffin comes from. Okay. Well, cow. We need the milk, and look what the cow eats: the grass. Okay. Also, with the cow, you get butter. Okay. So those both things need grass. Then you have sugar. Well, sugar also comes from a plant called the sugar cane. Comes from a plant. Pretty interesting. Banana comes from a plant. Interesting. Okay. Flour comes from a plant. Not interesting. And eggs, they come from chickens, and chickens eat plants. Wow. Do you get the idea that we all need plants big time, and we all eat plants? So if all these animals and everything we eat usually comes from a plant, maybe we should be eating more plants, maybe eating more fruits and vegetables, don't you think? I think so. All right, can you turn the page? Well, just go to the next page. And it talks about food is fuel. Told ya, didn't I? I said it was fuel. What does this car need to be able to move? Well, the car needs gas. Okay. What does this toy car need to move? Well, it needs a battery, okay? It needs a battery, and if it doesn't have a battery, it needs that power, it needs that energy. It can't go anywhere. And what do people need to move? Well, people need food. Food gives your body energy to work and to grow. And the thing is, we need to be eating the right kinds of food, don't you think? I think we do. We need to be eating the right kinds of food. All right, well, I'm going to show you. We're going to get on to, let's look. I have a quick little video for you about eating right and eating good foods. And I know you know this person. Okay. All right. You ready? So let's see.
Our bodies need lots of energy to keep us going throughout the day. And do you know where we get that energy? That's right, from the food we eat. And all kinds of different people enjoy different kinds of food. But whether your favorite meal includes noodles or nectarines, tortillas or tofu, most types of food have some of what our bodies need to stay healthy. You might already know that we can put different kinds of food into different groups. We call these, you guessed it, food groups. But let's check out each group and see what kind of food belongs where. Let's start with the fruit group. You gotta love sweet, delicious fruit. This group includes things like apples and pears, oranges, and strawberries. Fresh fruit is the best for you, but fruit that's canned or frozen counts too. After all, many fruits are hard to find in the winter, and some fruits only grow in certain parts of the world. But don't forget about fruit that's been dried. Raisins are just dried grapes, and prunes are dried up plums. And even juice is part of the fruit group, but only if it's all fruit juice and doesn't have added sugar. Next comes the grain group. Grains are plants, like oats, wheat, and barley. If a food is made from one of these plants or any other grain plant, it belongs here. That means things made of flour, like bread and noodles, breakfast foods like oatmeal and cereal, and even rice are all part of this group. Next up, the vegetable group. I bet you already figured out what goes here. Vegetables come from plants too, but unlike grains, they're either the roots, stems, or leaves of certain plants that we can eat. Carrots, for example, are the sweet orange roots of the carrot plant. A head of lettuce is just a bunch of crunchy leaves, and asparagus is actually a stem of the tasty asparagus plant. There are so many kinds of veggies out there that we can actually split this group into smaller groups. For example, there are dark green veggies like spinach, and starchy vegetables like potatoes and sweet potatoes. Then there are red and orange veggies like beets and carrots, just to name a few. Now, what other foods can you think of? What about the stuff that's inside your sandwich? Meats like chicken or hamburger belong to the protein group, and so do fish like tuna, and eggs made any way you like. But not all members of this group come from animals. Other foods like beans, peanut butter, and tofu, which is made from soybeans, are full of protein. So they're also proud members of the protein group. And that leaves us with the last food group, dairy. If a food is made from cow milk or soy milk, it's in the dairy group. So this is where you find things like yogurt and all kinds of cheeses, as well as your usual glass of milk. And do you know what else fits in this group? Ice cream. But that reminds me, sweet treats like candy don't fit into any of our groups. That's because they're made of mostly sugar and don't have any of the things that our bodies need to stay healthy. So it's okay to enjoy these foods from time to time, but just not a lot of the time. Now, do you think you could put a food into the right group? Let's take a tasty food quiz and see how well we know our food groups. We'll start with a slice of pineapple. What group do you think it goes in? Squeak says the fruit group. Good job, Squeaks! Yes, pineapple belongs in the fruit group. What about this hard-boiled egg? What group do you think this fits into? That's right, the protein group. Eggs are a good source of protein. Here's one more. We'll end our game with a food that fits into two groups, macaroni and cheese. Let's look at each part separately. The cheese from the mac and cheese fits into the dairy group because it's made from milk. But what about the macaroni noodles? Well, we learned earlier that noodles are made of flour from grain. So that means macaroni belongs to the grain group. That's right. Macaroni and cheese contains foods that are in the dairy group and the grain group. Whew, all this guessing has made me hungry. Hey, Squeaks, let's make a snack. And remember, the next time you're hungry and head to the pantry or fridge, choose something healthy and see if you can guess what group your food fits into. Thanks for joining us on SciShow Kids. Is there something you'd like to learn more about? Get help from a grown-up and let us know in the comments below, or send us an email at kids@thescishow.com. And we'll see you next time.
All right, so now we know all the different food groups. Now, what I'd like for you to do, because I kind of changed things around, so hopefully this doesn't mess you up too much. In Tuesday's packet, okay, in Tuesday's packet, which is tomorrow, I need for you, would you look, you can pause me, remember pause? You can pause me, and can you get into Tuesday's packet and get these two things? Please. Okay. Thank you very much. In your book, they have this food pyramid. Okay, see this food pyramid? Well, every few years, the government changes the food pyramid, or changes how they put the different food groups. Okay, so for a long time, it's been a food pyramid, and now they've changed it to a plate. So our book is maybe a couple years old, and so it still has the pyramid. So now, though, the part of the government that does foods and things like that, about nutrition, has now turned it into a plate. So you have this plate. So if you could just look at this really quick, look at this, the pretty page, and we're not going to read it all. But you know, they do have, if you look at here, if you look at your plate, and you have the little parts to it. But which parts are bigger? Okay, you have the vegetables. That's pretty big. The vegetables is bigger than the protein and the fruits and the dairy. So vegetables are pretty important, don't you think? I think that's why it's a little bit bigger. Okay, so, and your grains are big also. So on here, when they've got the fruits, which is up here. All right. And on your fruit thing, it even tells you to focus on fruits and select fruit juice that's 100% fruit juice. All right. Not with a lot of sugar in it. Okay. And then you have the green. If you want to color this green, no, you don't have to. In fact, you don't even have to turn this in. I really just kind of want you guys to recognize it and to see it, what you need most of. And do you notice on here there's no sugary items on here? Yeah, because none of that sugary items is good for you. We love it. Come on. I'm the first person to say, give me my chocolate. Right, Adrian? Adrian just brought me chocolate today. So, but it's not on here. So it's really not important. It's not a food group, is it? Okay. So then on here, then you have your grains. Okay. Your grains are right here, and it even shows you your grains are, you know, different kinds of breads, and well, they have a donut on there. So different kinds of breads are your grains, and your cereals are grains. Okay. And then you have your protein, and see, your protein isn't as big. You still need to have your eggs and your meat. You have to have something that will give you protein, or fish, things like that will give you protein. And then you have the dairy, which is right up here. Okay. So dairy's pretty small, isn't it? But it's still important because you have it on here. All right. So challenge, eat better. You know, we've been stuck inside or stuck at home for like 2 months, and we've been eating everything. Hello, you're talking to me. And that's what I do. I love to eat. So you know what, though? This summer, though, let's start eating. All the yummy fruits and vegetables are coming out, especially the fruits. Eat more of those. Okay? All right, kiddos. Well, tomorrow, we're going to talk about I am your stomach. And we'll see what we have tomorrow. All right, you guys. So eat well. Eat well tonight. Watch what you eat tonight. Make sure you're eating well. Okay? All right, kiddos. See you later. Bye.